Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm gonna talk about Disney Channel. Now, I first started watch. Growing up, I knew about Disney Channel, but I didn't start watching it on a regular basis until the middle of January of 1998. You see, before that, Disney Channel was premium a premium network, which means you people had to buy some money extra, more more than what we're already paying for basic cable. And so during most of the 90s, I didn't really watch Disney Channel. No, however, there were a few times that I did see shows on Disney Channel, but to explain, this is what happened. And around I think 93, I think it was when I was see, I think I was 7 years old. Well, my father did got Disney Channel for us. However, it didn't last long. And well, maybe it was because I was watching it much as I would have, or maybe it costing too much money. But well, for the part about me not watching as much as I would have, it's mostly because the box that was used to watch it on was for the television in the living room. I mean, I had that television in the room where me and my aunt was living at. However, the living room was the only place I could watch Disney Channel uh, since that was available. And the reason I didn't watch it as much as I would because, well, every time I would go to try to watch something Disney Channel at the school, someone was always there watching something else on TV. So I had to watch other stuff on my TV where I couldn't watch Disney Channel on that TV. But anyway, like I said before, it didn't last long, and well, we didn't have Disney Channel at the house anymore. Then when me, my mother and sister, well, no, before that, well, my father got a satellite, and his house used to live in Andover, Massachusetts. Well, it did carry Disney Channel, although I don't know if it was like I don't really think, but anyway, yes, and I saw a bit of it. And then in this apartment, me, my mother, and sister were living at uh, from 96 to 97. Well, around the Christmas time of 96, we well, Disney Channel became available for us. However, on December 26th, it was no longer available. And my mother said it must be because it was Christmas time. And then when me, my mother, and sister came back to America in the middle of January of '98, after we visit after visiting my mother's side of the family for Christmas of '97, then that's when started watching Disney Channel again. Of course, at first I thought it was going to be a temporary thing because of the Christmas season. However, it was already the middle of January, so the Christmas, the Christmas season was already over. But anyway, I decided, well, I thought maybe it was going to last until the end of January. And then February came and Disney Channel was still available on TV. And then, so I must have thought they must have been for the entire winter. And then we came March, and well, usually spring doesn't start until later in March. And then April came, and then by May of '98, that's when I realized that Disney Channel wasn't going anywhere, and that it was finally part of PC Cable. And because of that, now I had other options to watch besides Nickelodeon. I mean, Yeah, I still watch Nickelodeon on. Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Yeah. So anyway, yes. So watching Nickelodeon, but also I watch a TV channel. So now we have two networks of they had they would air kids shows all day long. Yes, and while Nickelodeon they had some competition with this channel before, I think the competition started to grow more now that what this channel was no longer what's the word I'm looking for limited to premium audiences. So now they have more viewers, and I think that in a short bit afterwards we had this kind of like a rivalry between Nickelodeon stars and TV channel stars. Now, as for the stuff, I'm watching a Disney channel. Well, because since it was Disney, they would have a lot of Disney stuff like Disney cartoons and even Disney movies, both animated and live action. And not all the movies that were airing on Disney Channel at that time were only Disney made, but from other studios like Warner Brothers and yeah, Universal. Even the American International movies did air. At least just the ones from they were little, like Todo Double Trouble and To Criminal's House We Go. And then we have the Disney Channel original movies. I mean, now it's called TCOM now, but back then we would say, I mean, they said Disney Channel original movies. And well, the first Disney Channel original movie I saw, at least that was officially called Disney Channel original movie, was On the Rest, which was a mummy, and now a remake of the movie is available on Disney Plus. And let's see, I don't know. I think the first Disney Channel I saw that was new at the time was You Lucky Dog, starring Kirk Cameron, which is about this guy who can read the minds of dogs, but also the dog is overexcited. He's acting like the dog who. Anyway, other Disney Channel movies I remember watching were like Teen Uncle, the 20th Century, and Halloween Town, um, Johnny Tsunami. Let's see, so this was like a thing of the moment. I think it's yeah. Well, anyway, there were also Disney Channel original series like So Weird, The Famous Kid Jackson, The Jersey. Those I remember watching Disney Channel. When I was a teenager, or at least in my early teens at first. And also Disney just show original stuff, but the whole also aired stuff that been around before Disney Channel came along, like old Disney Channel TV series and no, no, not Disney Channel. I mean all cartoon series, mostly the ones that I remember watching on the Disney Afternoon. And not only that, there were also sitcoms uh, that air as well. The one I mostly watched at first was Growing Pains, and this was before I learned that it used to be on ABC. And you know, yes. And then there's also some rock gobbling blogs. For example, there was this thing called Walt Disney, which was like a Disney Channel own version of the Disney equivalent of Nick at Night. I used to say the Disney Channel equivalent of Nick at Night. And I remember they would show up Mickey Mouse Club in the 50s, and there was also Zorro, and Walt Disney Presents. There was, how to say it here, but because it was all night long, like Nick at Night, I couldn't stay up all night just to watch them. and so on. Also, they will have in concerts, and there's also this series called Movie Surfers, where they would talk about the making of Disney movies that were current at that time. And then we have and the summer of '98 started a single Soup Disney, where well, viewers can be involved with Disney Channel by using the internet, and usually hosted by these animated creatures called Zoos. And a few years later, they were redesigned. Another thing was corrective was Playhouse Disney, which was the Disney Channel equivalent of Nick Jr. And they would air shows like Bear and the Big Bird and the Big Blue House, Roly Poly Oly, PB&J Otter, and eventually more shows were added on. Also, Disney Channel also where they are, stuff to be shown on Disney, to for those who didn't have Disney Channel, and also some other shows that air on ABC's one side of the morning uh, also air on Disney Channel as well. And when so probably not. I mean, during most of my teenage years, I mostly watched Disney Channel, and yes, and I have fun memories of it as well. Now, unfortunately, Disney Channel has now taken a direction they shouldn't have. I mean, I'm not going to say what it is because my videos are there for people of all ages, and I don't want children to find out about things that only things from my channel that only parents should talk to them about when they feel they're old enough and ready. So if you are a parent, then having control of what your children watch has been more important than ever, and you should also monitor what they're watching to make sure they're not watching anything they're not supposed to. And if and not just Disney Channel, but other networks for children like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and so many others are making similar decisions, which is why you have to make sure your kids are not watching things that they should not be watching, even if it's intended for children. Just keep an eye out for those things. And as for the shows from Disney Channel that are not coming out, well, most of them are on Disney Plus right now, and I guess most of the things are recommend because of the direction that the entertainment industry is going right now, especially for when it comes to content for children. So if you have Disney Plus, then I recommend having your kids watching the old stuff and not current stuff because of what's put in there these days. So yes, I think that's all I can say about Disney Channel in this video. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.